Hi everyone, I am Lovelyn Castañeda, introducing you to the Municipality of Consolacion. Municipality of Consolacion is a first-class municipality in the island of Cebu, Philippines. Considered as the gateway of the North, now has become a robust residential urban municipality, providing a place to live for people employed in the neighboring cities of Mandaue, Lapu-Lapu, and Cebu City. It is the 6th district of the province of Cebu, having an area of 37 square kilometers. Consolacion is only about 12 kilometers from the Cebu City, the provincial capital, and the municipality is bounded by Liloan Municipality on the north, and by Mandaue City in the south, and by Mactan Channel on the west, and Cebu City in the east. So now let's talk about the history of Municipality of Consolacion. So before 1871, La Consolacion, formerly called La Consolacion, is only one of the 42 barangays in the Pueblo de Mandaue or Municipality of Mandaue. So Consolacion was a barangay first founded in 1871 with a population of 14,248. So the barrio is formerly named Campiig, Campiig meaning alimango sa kalipaan, pagatpatan, or kabakhawan. Isuksok sa suok, isuksok sa banwa. That's the meaning of Campiig. It is also named after a kind of crab. So this alimango crab living in mangroves, which was abundant in the area. Because in Lamak and in Tayud, there are a lot of mangroves in the area. So, the cabeza on the time, or the leader on the time, who is Juan Villamor, petitioned the Spanish governor named Don Jose Gonzalez Grano de Oro Marcon to convert the barrio into a town of pueblo or municipality, and was granted. Thus, a new town was formed with its first captain, Juan Villamor. During the year 1902 up to 1904, unable to maintain its status as an independent municipality because of insufficient revenues, thus it was returned back as part of Municipality of Mandaue. In 1919, under the leadership of Felipe Hatamosa, a petition was again submitted to Governor Manuel Roa requesting for the restoration of Consolacion as a municipality. After the due consideration, the petition was again granted and Consolacion once again became an independent municipality in 1920. As you can see in the seal of Consolacion, it states Cebu, 1920, Pilipinas. The Municipality of Consolacion comprises 21 barangays, namely Lanipga, Panas, Panoypoy, Kabangahan, Pulog, Garing, Saksak, Tulo-Tulo, Danglag, Tilhaong, Kasili, Pulpugan, Lamak, Poblasyon Occidental, Poblasyon Oriental, Tubungan, Nangka, Kansaga, Pitugo, Hugan, and Tayud. The Municipality of Consolacion population table is as shown in your screens from 2010, 2015, and 2020. So, the barangay with the least population is Barangay Lanipga, and the barangay with most population is Barangay Tayud. So, Barangay Lanipga has 902 and Barangay Tayud, 23,208. So, the total population of the 21 barangays is 148,012. This is based on the Census Population and Housing of 2020, Philippine Statistics Authority, retrieved last July 8, 2021. The total voters for 2022 election was 94,445. The source is Comelec Transparency Media Server or the gmanetwork.com. So here in the demographics, the population of Consolacion is fast growing with an intercensal growth rate of 50.45%. The demographic contribution profile of Consolacion shows the lowland barrios or barangays are densely populated and less on the upland barangays. The lowland barangays are the ones enjoying the commercial opportunities along the present national road network. So in economy, the municipality is moving towards greater development with several medium-sized manufacturing industries. It is building housing projects and subdivision facilities that usually cater the relatively high income bracket of the population. So the climate of Consolacion has an average high at 30 degrees Celsius and average low of 24 degrees Celsius. So this is the land use plan, the general urban. If you can see, the forest land and the agricultural lands are mostly on the uplands, which is the Panas, Panoypoy, the Lanibga, Garing, Pulog, and Tilhaong. And here, if you can see in the lowland area, which is where the central place of the municipality is, here, it's almost built up, consisting of the residential houses, housing developments, and also the commercial areas along the Central Nautical Highway. So, as shown in your screen is the urban core land use plan. So, in here you can see the residential density, high density is in Lamak, Pitugo, and Gansaga. And I'll show you later the list of the residential housing developments of the area. So you can see it's a high density because there are a lot of housing projects on the area, especially here Nangka, Gansaga, Lamak, Pitugo, and Hugan. And the commercial places are usually here. This is the Nautical Central Highway. So the side-by-side of the highway is where the commercial establishments are. And if you can see, Tayud has the industrial composition of the land use plan. This is the international port. And here is this is the shipyards, and here are the warehouses, and this is the coastal road. So the side by side of the road is also composed of the commercial establishments. These are the two highways of Consolacion. So that there are composed of commercial establishments in there. And if you can see Tubungan, why it has the industrial classification, it is because Tubungan has an agro-industrial plant for fertilizers. Dating Bayan Agro-Industrial Corporation, MCPI Corporation is also a food supplier, and Ocean Orium Front Inc. is a dried seaweed and health nutraceutical industry. So in here, there are also warehouses of the food manufacturers. That's why there is a industrial classification here. Let's go to the ingress-egress. So here are the road networks. So the road that networks Consolacion to northern Cebu, there are two access. Cebu North Road Central Nautical Highway, which is in the main highway, and the Cebu North Coastal Road, which is from the Gansaga Bridge, if from Mandaue. So that road, straight to that road, is in the Cebu North Coastal Road is from Barangay Tayud Consolacion to Barangay Tayud Liluan. The road there is Cebu North Coastal Road. That's the road network connecting Consolacion to Liluan. And in the highway, Cebu North Road Central Nautical Highway, the road that connects from Consolacion to Liluan is from Barangay Pitugo to Barangay Bagongdan, Liluan. So, in the road network to Consulation to Cebu City through Barangay Road to Casili to G. Seno Extension to Alfonso Arcelia to Governor M. Cuenco Avenue. Actually, this is a shortcut. This is the road across Fuda Hypermarket. There's a small interior road. If you access that shortcut, going to Tintay Talamban, this is the road that you are going to pass through. Here you can only use private vehicles. There's no public transportation going there because it's the shortcut interior road access from Consolacion to Cebu City, Talamban. And here in the Cebu North Road and Cebu North Coastal Road in the Consolacion to Northern Cebu, you have an access to the public transportation. So there's bus and jeepneys and Ceres bus that will go through that highways or road network. So in Consolacion to Mandaue City, there are 3. So the first is Cebu North Road Central Nautical Highway, which is from Poblacion Oriental to Hagubiao, Mandaue City. So those 2 barangays have the road network there connecting. And then the second is the Kansaga Bay Bridge to Uwano Avenue, Mandaue Causeway. So in here, it is from Barangay Tayud, Consolacion to Barangay Paknaan, Mandaue through Kansaga Bay Bridge. That's the road network there. And then there's a shortcut. It is from Sikongson Barangay Road to VA Seno to H. Abellana Street. This is the last barangay in Consolacion, which is Poblacion Oriental. There, when you can see the Welcome to Consolacion, there's a road there going to Kanduman. So you will go to that road. That is an interior road, so there is no public transportation there. You can go there by a private vehicle, and that interior road will lead you to Kanduman, Mandaue. So these are the public transport going to Consolacion. So the first map, this road is from SM Consolacion to IT Park via H. Abellana Street and vice versa. So the second map is from SM Consolacion to Gaisano Country Mall via ML Quezon Street and vice versa. The third road is from SM Consolacion to Gaisano Country Mall via AS Fortuna Street and vice versa. And the fourth map is from SM Consolacion to SM City Cebu via Central Nautical Highway and vice versa. And from SM Consolacion to Park Mall via UN Avenue and Mantaue International Drive and vice versa. So here, I know shipyard is only a place on where you repair your boats and ships. So it doesn't really involve much of an egress. But the seafarers who will dry dock on the area and those who are inside the ship to where the ships will be repaired, those people can ingress and egress on this shipyard. So because Consolacion is already booming in its industrial in the commercial side, especially in Tayud, which warehouse establishments have been erected for the past years, and it has been booming commercially. Allow me to show you the list of shipyards. I know there are still a lot of vacant lots for sale on this area, good for shipyards, but the land is already so costly after the shipyards have been started to spawn in the area. Before, years ago, the lot on this area was still 500 to 1,000. That was years ago. Actually, wala pa siguro ko na tao. Pero kuan jud akong papa witness nga gibaligyan jud siya diri na area for 500 pesos, but kato nga time 500 pesos is already a big amount. But now the per square in this barangay Tayud is already on 20,000 to 30,000 per square. And because it is in Tayud, the cuts of the land is already big. So maybe you have potential buyers on the area. There are only 7 shipyards at the moment, so you may add 1 or 2 of your own. So these are the 7 shipyards that I'm going to share: Sandoval Shipyard Incorporation, Nagasaka Shipyard, Star Marine Services Limited, Santiago Shipyard and Shipbuilding Corporation, Fortune Shipworks Inc., Colorado Shipyard, and PKS Shipping Co. Inc. So the pictures I'm showing you is actual view of the shipyard of Consulation. So here, since we are talking about the Consulation as the robust residential urban municipality, I can't help but share to you some residential developments of the area. So I'm going to show you only the pre-selling, those that are new projects in Consulation and still on their pre-selling or ready for occupancy but was not yet sold out. So here, the first one is Natalia Residences Subdivision. It's in Tulo-Tulo, Consulation. The developer is Colina Homes Incorporated. So they have 77 units here. So if you actually, these are just samples, so I'm not going to go through the details of how much they are, what's the down payment, mode of payments, equities, and all availabilities. So I will be giving you just the links of it, so that's why I put here read more than their website so you can access them. And I'm going to paste these links also in my video's description below. So the next one is Rubens Lane Subdivision, Nangka Consulation. Developer is RTU Land Inc. Next is the Mundides Subdivision in Lama Consulation. The developer is Juanito King and Sons Inc. Fourth one is the Charleston Homes Subdivision in Tubungan Consulation, Cebu, Aras Land Development. So next one is the Anami Home Subdivision in Hugan Consulation. The developer is Soft Touch Property Development Corp. And the next one is Aspen Heights Consulation, Tulo-Tulo Consulation, Cebu, and Dadlag Cebu Consulation, Cebu. Developer is Robinson's Homes, one of the 4 residential brands of Robinson's Land Corporation. And the last sample project that I'm going to show you, examples of the projects that I'm going to show you, is St. Francis Hill Subdivision in Tulo-Tulo Consulation, Cebu. The developer is Castile Projects, a subsidiary company of IPI Corporation. So here, if you can see, I have shown you housing projects or subdivision projects from different areas of Consulation or barangays of Consulation. And if you can see, each of them has different developers. So that's how extensive and a lot of investors have been investing in Consulation for housing projects. So we are not yet done in the housing projects. So here I'm going to show you all of the subdivisions that Consulation has. So this is categorized per barangay of the municipality. So the first 3 upland barangays in the municipality of Consulation doesn't have any housing projects yet because bukid pa kay ni sila, like Lanipga, Panas, and Panoypoy. Though Panoypoy and Garing, there are already establishments there but not so much of a residential establishments, more on commercial, because restaurants, cafes have already been built on the area, because both of the barangays has this busay fields. So there are bunch of restaurants that you can go through to this areas. If you want rides, motorcycle rides in uphill places, Consulation has it. So in Garing, there's only one subdivision or housing projects there. In Pulog, there's 2, and in Cabangahan, there's 5. So if you can see, it's still in the upland area, the Garing, Pulog, and Cabangahan. That's why it's still not that dense of a subdivision projects. So actually, this housing projects that I'm going to show you is, the source of this is from BIR zonal values in Mandawi City, and it is revised and updated list last August 8, 2020. So we don't know for 2021 and 2022, a lot of housing projects have been built, but this is based on the list on August 8, 2022. So next, so here in Saksak, we are already in the middle part of the municipality, middle side of the municipality. So Saksak has 3 subdivision, Tolo-Tolo has 4, Tilhaong has 7, and Danlag has 3 housing projects. So the next, if you can see, there are more because already near the Central Nautical Highway. So here, if you can see, 3 barangays has Royal Cebu Estate. They have Royal Cebu Estate. Royal Cebu Estate, the developer of this high-end subdivision is Santa Lucia Realty and Development Inc. They are one of the pioneers who has built Royal Cebu Estate for decades here in Municipality of Consulation. And they also have the largest, imagine, Kasili, Pulpugan, and Poblacion Oriental. This is adjacent from each other. There is one subdivision in this area named Royal Cebu Estate, and they offer high-end this is a high-end village. Actually, they are only selling the plot or the land. Then you will be the one to build your own home. That's why if you will go inside this village, they have different kind of homes, different aesthetics, as we can see. So here, Kasili has 14 subdivision, Pulpugan has 3, Lamak has 12, and Poblacion Oriental has 3. If you can see, Poblacion Oriental and Poblacion Occidental doesn't have much of housing projects because they are already in the Central Nautical Highway. So they are more on the commercial projects or commercial establishments. So this is the last list of the subdivisions that is listed per barangay. So Tugmungan has 3, Nangka has 4, Kansaga has 1, Tayud has 7, Hugan has 10, and Pitugo has 2. So all these lists, the total of these projects is 82 developments in Consulation alone. So now next, let's go to the most visited places of Consulation. So the first is the Divine Mercy Ark Diocesan Shrine. It's a proposed Roman Catholic monument in Consolacion, Cebu, Philippines. It is dedicated to Jesus Christ as the Divine Mercy. It is located in Garing, Consolacion. So this is in the mountain part of Municipality of Consolacion. The next one is Valentin Farm Resort, a tropical mountain hideaway that opens Friday to Sunday only, 9 to 8 p.m. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Overnight packages with free breakfast ranges from 10,000 to 12,000. The day rate used is 50 to 300. The location is in Pulog, Consolacion. Then next is the Genesis Valley Mountain Resort. The place has a swimming pool and a jacuzzi. The resort is abundant in trees and plants, giving you that much desired breather from the city life. Opens daily 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Overnight rooms ranges from 2,000 to 12,000. Day rate use is 100 to 200. And this is located in Cabangahan, Consolacion. So next is the Highland Mango Eco Farm, sitting on the south-facing slope of a mountain top. The resort features native-style kubo cottages and an infinity pool with views of the surrounding mountains and the distant skyline of Metro Cebu, located in Panoypoy, Consolacion. So here, the next places that I'm going to tell you is the one I told you a while ago, that in Panoypoy and Garing, there are already busay-like restaurants that have been established in the area. So these are the restaurants and cafes. First is the Panoypoy Heights. This small roadside restaurant serves Filipino rice meals. One of the unique drinks are their Yakult drinks that come in fruit flavors like blueberries, lychee, strawberry, and green apple. From Panoypoy Heights, you can see the other cafes in the area, located in Panoypoy, Consolacion. So, Divine View Resto Cafe. This open-air cafe serves mostly Western comfort food like pizza, pasta, and burgers. They also have all-day breakfast plates with the quintessential beer companion. As for drinks, they offer espresso drinks and frappuccino. It is located in Garing, Consolacion. So next is the Purissima Mountain View, an overhanging alfresco dining area linked by elevated walkways makes this mountain restaurant unique from the other establishments. Panoypoy, Consolacion, location of it. So the next is Nanda Cafe, located next to the stylish and exclusive Vulu cottages. This rich-top cafe with outdoor setting serves Korean-inspired fare like Korean soy honey chicken wings and egg drop sandwiches. The lamp-lit alfresco layout with wooden tables, chairs, and swings give this establishment rustic vibes. Located in Garing, Consolacion. And next is the City Light Camp and Dine. Located near Panoypoy Heights, this open-air restaurant with overhanging terraces specializes in affordable Filipino food. So, if you can notice, all these restaurants offers different kinds of meals, from Filipino to Western, like the pizzas and the burgers, to Korean style or inspired dishes. So you can experience different kinds of food in the area. So next is the Discovery Hills, also as a Station of the Cross, a park for kids and other attractions. It is located in the steep slope with great views of the lush greeneries of Liloan and Consolacion. It is not only a family park, but it serves as a meditation area for those who want to reflect and thank the Lord. Tilhaong, Consolacion. The next one is Tambayan Food Park. It's the first official food park in the north of Cebu. Tambayan sa Consolacion is a hangout place that is best enjoyed with friends and families. It is located in Bitogo, Consolacion. Food park is already along the Central Nautical Highway. So, very accessible. The next one is Co Jordan Bangus and Talaba Eatery. Co Jordan is a popular restaurant and fishing lagoon in the municipality. So in here guys, if you want to dine here, pagbantay lang jud mo, cause if mo fishing mo dire, tanan ninyo nakuha nga fish kay niyo yung bayran. So if di mo ka afford kay uli pa ninyo balik ang fish. So nayuban nga uli nila balik kay di sa ka afford, but duwi kayo kay basig patay na ang fish ikakuha. So here you can experience fishing and you can eat the fish that you have caught. So it is but the specialty here is the talaba, so you must try the talaba here. So it is an outdoor type family restaurant. It is located in Tayud, Consulation. So I wanted SM City Consulation to be on the must visit, but Consulation is already a key hub for neighborhood and district mall development. So I want to share the 4 shopping and grocery centers of Consulation. So the very known shopping center in Consulation is in Lama Consulation, which is SM City Consulation by SM Prime Holdings. But the first shopping center that you will see while you enter Consulation from Mandaue, as you enter, you can already see the Fuda Hypermart, which is in Poblacion Oriental, Consulation. The first barangay in Consulation is the Poblacion Oriental. So the first mall or shopping or grocery center that you can see is already the Fuda Hypermart. The next is the Enjoy Shopping Center in Kansaga, Consulation. Enjoy Shopping Center and SMCT Consulation is near from each other. So the next is the City Mall in Nangka, Consulation. This one is across the public market of Consulation. So you have to go to an interior barangay area to access this mall. So the next is I'll show you the medical centers and the laboratory clinics. So first is the Consulation already has a hospital, which is Mendaro Medical Center, which has a capacity of 150 beds. It is located in Pitugo, Consulation. And for the consultation and laboratories, you can go to Consulation Community Doctors Inc. in Kansaga, Consulation. They are the most affordable clinics in Consulation aside from the centers in the barangay. The next affordable one is the Consulation Community Doctors, because you can have your consultation here for 300 pesos. Well, in Mindero, if you'll have your consultation here, it's 500. So the next one is Keralty Clinica in Kansaga, Consulation. Is they cater imaging and diagnostics, laboratory services, pediatric services, heart center services, women care services, and wellness care services. So the next one is I'm going to show you the list of the schools and institutions in Consulation. So here are the list. It is already alphabetical according to barangay already. So the total is 23 public schools. So in private schools, there are 4 college institutes. Consulation Computer Institute Inc. They offer TESDA courses. And Consulation Community College, Informatics College Consulation, and Coleo de Populi Inc. Those are the 4 college institutes in Consulation. So in private learning schools like the play schools, kindergarten, daycare, elementary, there are 15. And private high schools, there are 5. So here, let's talk about the proposed projects. So Cebu International Port of Tayud, Consulation. This is a 10.1 billion new Cebu International Container Port in Tayud. The NCICP, which is eyed as the long-term solution to the growing volumes, handled at the Cebu International Port in Cebu City is eyed to be completed within 5 years. Actually, this negotiation has started 2018, then we are already in 2022, so the 5 years have already lapsed, but it has not yet been started because of some delays. I will show you the timeline on the next slide. So this is a 25-hectare area project. The project is part of the Duterte's infrastructure program. Once it is completed, it will be serving international cargoes, while the current Cebu International Port in Cebu City will be transformed into a domestic port and enable CPA to address the decongestion problem in the domestic operations. It will include a berthing facility with 500-meter long quay wall that can simultaneously accommodate two 2,020-foot equivalent unit TEU vessels. So this is the timeline of the Cebu International Port project. So in June 2018, PH and South Korea Export-Import Bank signed an 8.8 billion loan agreement for the project. The Korean bank gave the national government until October 2018 to start the project. But in February 2019, in an article, it was reported that Department of Transportation had yet to secure clearances from the Philippine Reclamation Authority and the Department of Environmental and Natural Resources, because you have to reclaim this project to be able to build it, to be able to build a port. So in January 2020, the Department of Transportation issued the notice of award for the consultancy services of the project to South Korea-based Yushin Engineering Corporation. So in September 2022, the Cebu Port Authority General Manager Leonilo Miole reported that consultancy works for the project were currently ongoing. It has experienced delayed mostly due to lacking clearances and the COVID-19 pandemic. So now, in February 2022, this year, bidding for International Container Port in Consulation, Cebu begins. The deadline for bids is in 9 a.m. of May 20, 2022, and the bid must come with a $2 million or 102.922 million bid security. So the next proposed project is the Seafront-City-Project. The project is 235.80 hectare reclamation project situated in Barangay Tayud Municipality of Consulation, Province of Cebu. The project is a public partnership project with developer La Consulation Seafront Development Corporation, who was duly incorporated on November 6, 2019. The project will be developed to be an ecologically friendly, environmentally conscious, clean and green metropolis, adapting latest innovations, advanced and state-of-the-art technologies and facilities. The project is aimed to be a smart city estate. So the project will consist of two reclamation types. Lot 1 is an island type with area of 160.56 hectares. Lot 2 is foreshore-based type with area of 75.24 hectares, totaling to 235.80 hectares. Both lots will be separated by a 50-meter channel. So guys, in here, if you have read some articles, President Duterte have not approved about the reclamation. He doesn't want to have reclamation projects, but let's see if these projects will be pursued in the future, because actually this could also help the municipality of Consulation, especially in employment, but reclamation, as we know, will have a big impact on our ecosystem. So it's a way to weigh if this project will really push through. So, but I will still give you the details of the project. So this is the development land use of the project. And The project is classified into two, the saleable area and the non-saleable area. So approximately 62.10 hectares is classified as non-saleable. To accommodate roadways, relocation, mangrove parks, coastal easement, and spaces for utilities. Then the remaining 173.69 hectares is classified as saleable land for industrial, mixed use, commercial, tourist, and entrepreneur, mixed use, residential, institutional use. So the allocated institutional area will include government buildings, auditoriums, assembly halls, schools, churches, hospitals, civic centers, cultural facilities, and other related social, cultural, and institutional use. Utility areas are allocated areas for the power plant, desalination plant, or water reservoir areas, and wastewater treatment facility plant. So the project is anticipated to generate employment to 57,000 to 60,000 workers and augment government revenues by an average of 600 million per year. So this is the proposed site of the area. This is the proposed new Cebu International Port. That's what I have discussed earlier, the proposed project. So beside it is the project site of the Seafront City project. So next, this is the visual representation of the project, and I cannot tell you all the details of the project, so I'm going to send you just the link of it, brief detailed plan of the Seafront City project in PDF form. So I can also put the link on my description box below. With Consulation, proximity to the city of Cebu, Lapu-Lapu, and Mandaue, Consulation is a perfect combination of premier residential estate and prime commercial address. There are already many businesses who have boomed in this strategically built location in the municipality, and these businesses already have liked it here because of the business friendly of the municipality, and which this means that there are more jobs, and this allows businesses that will cater to the needs of the families and provide income stability to the people of Consulation. So for the investors, there are no better time to partner and invest in the municipality of Consulation. There are already several construction industry developers that have produced housing groups in the municipality for the past 3 decades, and these developers had created a community that is cognizant to the needs of the people and provide quality housing estates, urban advancement projects, and spaces close to the schools, transportation, medical facilities, and jobs, which keeps it more livable. So I'm going to close my presentation by saying the tagline of Consulation, on and on, Consulation. Thank you.